and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings. Big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the theme song. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, that's my favorite show.
We are live!
Oh
my goodness.
Hey.
For the first time since December 6th, the beam is on.
What up, Deuce?
Hey!
Hey, Morgan.
Yeah, the beam is on.
We gotta turn our beam on, if you know what I mean, huh?
If you know what I mean.
Let's go, Kane.
Oh, my goodness.
Deuce and Mo.
It's our tree topper.
Here we go.
Doesn't happen all the time. Oh.
It's only been lit 7 times this season. And kind of crazy to consider some of the wins this year, by the way. At Denver, against Minnesota, at Milwaukee, Miami, at Miami, by the way.
Yeah.
And then tonight against Houston. What?
What are you confused about?
Yeah, it's just funny. It's funny how the NBA works. Oh, happy Sunday night. It's Sunday, Saturday. What day is it? It's Sunday. Give me a hell yeah.
Yesterday was Saturday, and there was a loss and no beam. Tonight,
My goodness.
there's
second
beam.
Night of a back-to-back.
Yeah.
And you know, we were playing the game of, hey, what are the Kings going to win their next game? Because they're not beating Houston tonight.
Yeah.
What a wild-ass game from Golden One Center tonight. How are we doing?
Give me a hell yeah.
If you want me to chug a non-alcoholic beer, give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Good.
If you want me to sip on some tea, because it feels like I'm congested.
We're going to chug some hot tea.
And burn my throat. Nothing will get me down after a Kings win, though.
You know,
Yeah.
man, being in that building tonight.
Oh my God. You guys.
Kings fans are unbelievable. It's now 7-22 team, and you wouldn't know it.
No. I can't even explain it. Like, it just, the loyalty is, I don't even want to call it loyalty. It's just like, I don't know. We're just a community, and we have more fun when we recognize it's a sport, and it's fun to cheer on a sport when the sport is going in the right direction. And it's not as fun when it's not. Like, we've all felt the ups and downs. But the ups with this community and this fan base, it's just, that's what makes it all worth it, even if it's only been 7 times this season.
Yeah, we'll talk about why this one was pretty fun, too.
Yeah.
Because there were some fun elements to this game.
Give me a hell yeah.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with us on the second night of back-to-back. The biggest thing you could do is hit the thumbs up and subscribe. All it does is help our channel grow. Also, comment after the show. Shout out to the live crowd who's showing up tonight. What's up, KC? RK fan. Ignacio's in the building. What's up, Kat? Adam in Lincoln. What's up, Mike? John. Plumas. Triple J. Lone Wolf. No Pax. Wes. The Bitter Wes. Eli. Appreciate you guys all being here tonight, Banta.
Appreciate you guys.
Are the absolute best. What's up, Shy?
Sick humans. Does everyone have next week off? Like, is that how? I don't know. I've worked now in sports for so long. It's like, you know, you don't get Christmas week off.
Yeah.
Like, you just work when you work. But I'm always curious if like this week hits for people, and a lot of companies are like, yeah, work from home, or like do your travel or PTO. I don't know. Let me know if you're off.
What are you going to do with that information?
You're going to stay up all night with us, be a sicko, and never go to bed. What are you gonna? You're so right. Like I was just more curious.
Yeah, it was entertaining game tonight. Fun game tonight.
Yeah.
Fun NBA game.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about it. Shout out to all the people off next week. Shout out to people who are working next week. Shout out to our friend Saint Nick. What's up, Santa Claus?
Give me a hell yeah.
Where is he?
I was pointing up. He's probably, point north. Point north. You know? It's not really north, but yeah, whatever.
Wherever north is.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
up, Santa Claus?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, so great. So great. What a gift. What a way to start this Christmas week.
Let's give it up to
Oh.
Carlin's in the building tonight. Hey, buddy boy. Oh, yeah, that's a happy boy after our Kings win, huh? Yes,
You know what's
it
funny,
is.
Deuce? You'll lift him at any time and just say, "That's a happy boy."
Yeah, is he not happy?
He looks like the happiest boy in the whole world.
You look like Slick right now with those ears back, don't you? Who's the best dog dad ever? You are. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. All right. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, silence.
3, 2.
Oh! I almost forgot.
Oh, it's been a while, Sacramento. For the first time since December 6th, the Sacramento Kings light the beam. Second, I have a back-to-back, taking on the big bad Houston Rockets who won in Denver last night. Kings had lost 5 in a row and 9 of 10. But guess what tonight? How about Keegan Murray?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you can't shoot threes, Keegan. Oh, he knocks them down tonight. 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Oh.
And how about Dennis Schroder? Oh, Dennis Schroder playing with that group in the fourth quarter. They were down 14 points in the game. And what did I see? I saw Schroder. I saw Neek. I saw Keegan, DeMar, and Max Reno moving the ball and scrambling everywhere. Give it up to that unit. Oh, and we cannot forget the Russell Westbrook experience tonight. Oh, hot start, clinking everything, not playing. But then, in the fourth quarter, after Şengün breaks the 3, Schroder pushes. It's Westbrook in the corner. 3 ball! And we go to overtime! Oh, but we're not done. We got to give some love to that old man, Deebo. DeMar DeRozan playing the right type of basketball today. He got buckets with 27. He also had 9 dimes. How did he get 9 dimes? We got to bring the music back. He had the biggest one of the game. 1-on-1 with Kevin Durant. He gets in the lane. Tari Eason decides to help from the corner. DeMar reads it well, and it was Dennis Schroder with the 3 to win! Dennis effing Schroder was a menace tonight, and the Sacramento Kings do the unthinkable. They win a game at home against a good team. They beat the Houston Rockets tonight, 125 to 124. It's a fucking Christmas miracle! Oh, but we're not done.
Oh, wait, we're not?
We're not done.
What?
Because I got to give some love to the faithful, the Kings fans in Sacramento who showed up at Golden One Center and made it feel like a goddamn playoff game.
I'm gonna die. Oh my God.
Oh, the fog is back, baby.
What is
Jebediah is fist pounding right now.
Do the Dylan Cardwell. Yeah.
Oh. Whew, I am sweaty after that one.
I am congested. Oh my God.
Smoke alarm will probably be going off momentarily. Appreciate you guys.
I don't know if it's even up.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, It's against small business rules, but
The fan's on.
oh my God.
I needed that. It's been a while.
It has, and that's why like I'm accepting it, even though yeah, because I would rather have fog than not have fog, is what I've realized, and all the pain of fog.
Did I say fist pounding? I don't know what I was saying. I get in those moments. I don't even know what I'm saying in those moments. I don't
He
plan
just
that out. I just
blacks
talk.
out.
What happened just now?
Jebediah was fist pumping.
Yeah.
Fist pound.
He was fist pounding and pumping. Pause. All right, let's start the podcast.
Give me a hell yeah.
Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Also, I'm going to acknowledge if someone's tuning in for the podcast for the first time tonight and they go, wow, these idiots are cheering on their team. That's 7-22.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
That's us.
You live once. Deuce and Mo. We're coming down. 3, 2, 1. Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
You know, Morgan, as we walked in the Golden One Center today,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking great things. The Kings had lost 5 in a row, 9 of 10 games, 6-22 on the season. Second, I have a back-to-back Houston Rockets coming to town. And then it was around 5:15. We were walking through a tunnel at Golden One Center, and I felt even worse when I saw this big caveman
Monstrous.
Steven Adams in the tunnel with nunchucks in his hands.
Wooden nunchucks.
And I thought to myself, oh no, this isn't going to be good tonight. And so I went in with low expectations. But man, this is why you play the game. Because you don't know what's going to happen in the NBA. And tonight, Sacramento taking on a very talented Houston Rockets team got down 14 points in the fourth quarter. It was 100-86. It looked like it was over. But then a lineup was injected. And we saw some incredible things. It was Dennis Schroder. It was Nick Clifford. It was DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, and Maxime Reynaud. And what did we see? Beautiful basketball. They were sharing it. They were getting in the paint, kicking out defense, rotating. Then on the other end, they were getting some stops. They were rebounding well, and they chip away to get back in the game. And then, what do you know? The hero of all heroes, Russell Westbrook tonight. Who got off to a hot start, then went clank, 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 clank. Wasn't sure we're going to see him again. He gets put in the fourth quarter, and one of the biggest plays in the game, Russell Westbrook, corner 3, bang, ties it at 112. He hit 5 threes in the game tonight, and then we go to overtime. Ooh, seesaw affair. Rockets started to get it going now. They're taking control. But then we saw some miscues, and the Kings capitalized. It went down to the wire. Deebo, KD, one-on-one. DeMar getting into the paint. The help coming over from the corner. DeMar reads it perfectly. Gets it to Schroder. One of his 9 assists tonight. Schroder buries it from downtown to clinch a victory for the Sacramento Kings. Just their 7th win of the season. They're 7-22 after a 125-124 win over the Houston Rockets. What? So much to go over. And we even mentioned that guy, Keegan effing Murray, with 10 points in the fourth quarter. Ooh, he was in threes tonight. Are anyone talking about that tonight? We will talk about all of it right here tonight. This podcast presented by our friends over at Santibo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Deuce Mason. That's Morgan Reagan. How you doing, man?
What's up, party people? I'm good. Listen, love me a good basketball game. And especially on the home floor right now, it's just what these fans deserve. It's what we deserve to watch in person. It's a different type of energy. Even when it went into overtime, at first I was like, oh, no, now what? Are they just going to lose it in overtime? Like, yeah, I'm a little negative right now. Let me be human, okay?
I wonder why you would be.
Yeah. And so like I'm thinking like that. I'm like, great, we're getting extra basketball just to get a loss. And then it ended up being a wonderful fight. It ended up being just some beautiful plays being made down the stretch. Some mistakes also by the Houston Rockets. Some mistakes by the Kings as well, but just the fight back. And to have 3 games in a row now, 2 of them ending up in losses, tonight ending up in a win, but seeing that competitive fire throughout, it's like, that should just be a standard all around any night, any professional basketball team or any professional sports team is playing in. But it hasn't been that case for the Sacramento Kings. So yeah, it's been really nice watching some competitive basketball to talk about.
What about watching the game while your wife is in labor? Shout out to our friend RG in the live chat.
Oh my God.
Who says, light the beam, checking in from labor and delivery with the wife. She insisted we turn on night chat, an OT dub, and night chat making these contractions fly by.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, you had a baby? You know what to do? Tell her to breathe.
I am an amateur, believe it or not, amateur OBGYN.
Okay, well, tell her what to do.
Do those people give?
No,
oh.
but tell her what
I'm
to do.
an amateur,
Doctor?
Hey, push,
Let's see. What type of doctor?
Can you tell I have some kids? Got a few of
give
them.
Babies. Or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, it is an OBGYN. Well,
Come
duh.
on,
Okay,
man.
I guess that
I
makes
told you
sense.
I'm an amateur. I don't
Look at
want
me
I don't
as
like
a woman.
I don't
I'm
like
like,
labels. I don't like labels. Anyway, so shout out to RG and his wife who's doing the real work right now, enjoying a Kings victory. Yeah, this was is fascinating game.
Yeah.
And it's not often we get to talk about like the nitty gritty of a game lately because it's been so lame. That first half, there was definitely moments of frustration because it felt like they could not stop Houston. They had 68 points at the half. Şengün was getting whatever he wanted. And you felt like the Rockets' length and in addition, their physicality was changing like everything. It just seemed like it was going to be too much for Sacramento. Şengün, with his footwork, the spin moves, what a lesson for Max Reyno, who handled it even better in the second half.
Yeah, what a lesson for everyone too. When you're going up against a big like Alperen Şengün, who is capable of not only just making his own move, getting to the basket, finishing, but can also find teammates too. I forget when this happened, but it was down by the basket. There was good effort by the Kings. They kept trying, and then Amin Thompson comes baseline, and he just does the behind the back to Thompson for an easy little jam. And it was just like, he just has such great feel for the game, and even his ability on those spin moves with his footwork. It's beautiful. So for Max to obviously just try to keep adjusting in game, knowing that he was going to have to go up against Alperen Şengün, thinking he was going to go up against Steven Adams as well, and not seeing him. It was cool to see the growth from quarter to quarter.
He ended up fouling out of this game. He had 12 points and 14 rebounds, some tough rebounds, especially in the second half. 6 of 12 shooting for Max, who played 37 minutes in this game. Where do you want to go with this, Morgan, after this victory tonight?
I feel like we just start in like fourth quarter overtime.
My God, Morgan. Yeah, I thought one sequence that was just absolutely wild in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was 112-107 with like 2:16 to go in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wild sequence because eventually it leads into a DeMar DeRozan dunk that cut it to 3, and swung the game. You saw 2 misses by Houston.
Okay.
They were just killing on the offensive glass. Max finally gets a rebound, turns it over.
Uh-huh.
Then the Rockets miss. Then they get a second chance. Then Kevin Durant turns it over. It was like a minute 43 to go was their first miss, okay? The Kings got the ball with 47 seconds to go. That possession felt like it lasted an hour, but the end result was DeMar DeRozan getting a dunk that cut it to 3.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, holy shit, there's a chance here. And that's what's been interesting. The Kings, the last few games, the fight has been there at the end. You think about being down at 18 in Portland, forcing the overtime in a game you felt like you should have won. Even the game last night, there were moments they were fighting, but it just felt so good to see this team make some big time plays down the stretch. I thought that was a lot of fun. But even before that, for them to get back in the game when they were down 14, it's 100-86. And the group that we were talking about at the top, Dennis Schroder, Nick Clifford, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, and Maxime Reyno. What stood out to you about what they were able to do to chip away at that lead and get back into the game?
Well, first thing, 1A and then 1B, Keegan Murray. And let's talk about that in a second. But I think 1B, just how the ball was flowing, how the ball was moving, quick decisions, passing it around, playing basketball the right way, allowing energy to flow through the basketball. I think that sounds so spiritual when you say that about like, oh, the energy can flow through the basketball. No, I totally believe it. I hate when you see a player just work their ass off on defense and then a teammate comes down and chucks up a three or just like makes a bad play or whatever else. Cause you're like, no, I want to get rewarded and at least touch it and be a part of this and make an impact. You saw that with this unit. So then that led into Keegan Murray. Whenever he did get the basketball, he was also making the right play. It wasn't just like Keegan Murray had the ball initiating the offense and everyone get out of his way. It was like they were still creating things for him. Even when they would set a screen for him, whether he had the ball or not, the way he would curl off of it was so perfect. The timing, even between him and Max Reynaud, it's like they're just connecting on another level right now. Like they're used to playing together more and more.
Yeah, I felt like a big difference with that group is that they were touching the paint and they were playing fast.
Yep.
And it wasn't just taking the first shot. You know, they weren't perfect tonight, obviously, but I felt like that group in particular, it was get into the paint, kick out, attack a closeout. All right, let's make an extra pass. And when the ball is popping, it just looks so much better. And I think you have to do that nowadays. This is what the league is.
Yes.
Like you have to make a defense work. And I think there are too many times this year we've seen the Kings kind of fall into the trap of, all right, it's ISO time. I mean, hell, last night against Portland, we're sitting here going, what are they doing? Like Russ holding on to the ball forever. What is happening? And tonight, Schroder just set the tone with it. I just loved him pushing the pace. And then defensively, the guy was just picking up like crazy. The Kings were putting on some interesting looks with their full court pressure at times.
The blitzes started I felt like those doubles, the blitzing.
I didn't like that late in the game.
I didn't either, but that's what started, I feel like, chipping away and getting them kind of back into the game or just getting them even more of a flow, especially I think it was like in the third when they started throwing that at them. And I liked it, but I'm so with you. It's like a smart team like Houston figuring it out right away and just getting off the ball a little bit quicker and making a move. Yeah, go back to what was working, get back to just playing your man and that perimeter pressure. And Schroder was definitely setting a tone with that group.
Schroder was just nasty.
And Neek as well, because we're talking about defense and the pressure and just playing with your chest. Neek is like, you're seeing his growth defensively as well. And that is why he's able now to play a little bit more minutes and like show that he can be on both ends of the floor.
Yeah. Neek, I think, has impressed me with what he's been able to do defensively. We talk so much about him being able to absorb contact, play with physicality, and just like the switchability the Kings can have with certain units, and most of them include the young guys. And Neek tonight wasn't knocking down shots. It was clear to me he looked like a rookie on the second night of a back-to-back who just hasn't been used to playing a lot of minutes. And now, hey, you're playing a lot of minutes against a super big and physical team in Houston. So he was missing shots, but he was finding other ways to impact the game. Rebounding. Some of the passes he had tonight. I think he had, 4 assists in this game tonight?
4 assists.
Yeah, put the ball in his hands, making good decisions, whether it's in a 2-man game or a pass in transition that was just on the money.
Well, his passes actually led to a better look at the basket or a better shot. It wasn't just like, oh, he was moving around the basketball. It was always leading someone to the basket. Just beautiful. Love his feel.
Yeah. But going back to Schroder for a second, since he's returned, I mean, he's been really good coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we get caught up in that too much about, oh, he looks good coming off the bench. You know, I think he looks good with a particular group. And it's a group that is moving the ball and playing fast. He is not a guy that wants to like chill on the half court. He wants to get everyone moving. And I don't think he thrives in situations, especially early in the year when it was like, all right, you know, he's in there with lineups with Russ or with
Zach,
DeMar. It just looks clunky.
It does.
And when he's out there with some athletes and some spacing and some pace, it looks a little different. It's the same thing with Keegan Murray. I just get so, and I'm not acting like Keegan Murray is a perfect player. Although the way I talk about him, sometimes you would think he is.
Yeah.
Right? I love what he brings, and I think he is capable of doing so much more offensively. But part of this is about opportunity. And Keegan Murray tonight, what did he get in that fourth quarter to start with that group? He got opportunity, and he made them pay.
Yeah.
Like, he had 10 points, a sweet transition 3 off a turnover. That was awesome. But it's because he thrives under certain conditions. He is not a player that can just stand around and wait. this slow, methodical
Dude.
ISO ball that has no movement. You're catching grenades.
80% of the league can't play good basketball like
You're
that.
right.
Like, what are we even
so
saying?
my point is, it's about opportunity and style of play.
Yeah.
And what do you know? Keegan Murray looks pretty good out there when they're setting pin down screens for him.
Yes.
He's coming off. You mentioned the curls.
Yes.
Looking more confident with the 3-point shot. And the thing with Keegan, to his credit, he doesn't hear any of this noise on social media. Oh,
He doesn't give a shit.
The 3-point shooting, what's going to happen? Okay, what do you want to do? If Keegan Murray is not a good 3-point shooter, do you think he should get kicked out of the league? Like, he's doing enough out there. It's not like you look at the contract, he's getting paid $60 million a year. The guy tonight plays 47 minutes, scores 26 points, and he's defending Kevin Durant, making that guy work tonight.
Yeah.
And
by the way, with this roster too around him, like name another defender that you can just rely on and trust all the time. Sure, we're talking about the good that came out of like Dennis Schroder and then Nick Clifford absorbing contact and all the different things. But it's so true. Like, he is playing at that high level against Kevin Durant or whoever he needs to guard with this roster right now.
So Keegan ends up with 26 points in this game, 9 of 14 shooting. He was 3 of 4 from downtown, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. If I'm nitpicking, I was trying not to say it because we said it last night like 8 times.
We'll figure out a new word.
If I'm being hypercritical for a moment,
I like that.
I felt like they went away from him in this game late in the fourth quarter.
They did.
And that's kind of something that has to change.
Well, they went away from him. Why? There was different people in the game.
Yeah, no. Eventually, Nick Clifford comes out, Russ comes back in, but yeah, it's just the consistency with the ball movement's not always there with this group, and when it is, it looks nice.
Yeah,
and I was happy for Keegan to knock down some threes tonight. I know you had brought up, everyone's talking about the 3-point shooting, and I'm like, to me, it's like even if he's never a 41% guy again, which is a great number.
Yeah.
Just be respectable. Be like 36% from 3. If you're playing the defense you are and you've grown other aspects of your game, knock down 36% of your threes. And tonight he knocked them down. But my point is, he's not the guy. I don't even think he has there are some people in the NBA who are like, oh, I don't look at social media. I genuinely do not think Keegan Murray looks at social media.
No.
And he pays attention to it. He's just locked into what he has to do. And that's...
Dude.
It's a smart play, I guess.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I made that money and I was a professional athlete, I would not give 2 shits about what people say about me. I would honestly care about what my peers are saying about me. But that's something that you can connect with on a different level and not through social. But yeah, that's just what type of human he is. And that's what's great about it, is that it is going to allow him to just focus on one thing. And that's what's in front of him on the floor, not what's going on in the outside world.
Yeah, I thought he was great tonight. Still kills me when I see him play so many minutes. I mean, back-to-back games where he's playing over 40 minutes.
I know. It feels way more fun in a win, and in a win where he played well. But yes, I have to take a step back and still make sure that I'm looking at that and going, that shouldn't be what is happening out there. And especially in a night where Malik Monk actually entered the game.
Yeah, we will definitely talk about that. In the chat, Matthew says, does Keegan watch television, though? And then someone says, no, Keegan just looks at white walls. I think he's just in the gym, man.
And video games, right?
Does he? I don't know. I think I don't know what he does. I don't know.
I'm going to guess video games.
Yeah, I'm just out there playing hoops, and I'm just going to keep shooting.
Yeah, what would he do? What kind of show would he watch? He's someone that would watches documentaries all the time.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
We find out he's huge in the info wars. Whoa, dude! I did not expect that.
The only time I'm online is for one guy and one guy only. Oh dear fuck,
dude.
No, no.
Have you seen the chemtrails?
No. It's...
Okay.
Joking. New
JK,
topic.
LOL.
Oh
yeah. So Keegan was really good in this one tonight.
Yes.
The Russell Westbrook experience. I swear, this Russell Westbrook fans will hate me for saying this.
What?
anytime I see him knock down a few shots early, I go, oh, here we go.
He gets confident,
Because
honey.
it's just, I just need him. His confidence is what makes him special, though. You know, like he's just wired differently. Where he's sitting most of the fourth quarter, he comes into this game and then hits one of the biggest shots in this game, a 3-pointer, and you're like, okay, well, of course he does. He ends up with 21 points, 13 rebounds. 6 of those were offensive rebounds for Russ. Fantastic, right? He was 8 of 24 shooting, but 5 of 12 from downtown. The Kings hit 12 of 32 from 3 tonight. Russ had 5 of those makes from distance. Yeah, Russ shot 12 threes tonight. For me, it was just those are the things that the shot selection is the stuff that I go, come on, man. I know you're a good passer. Like, you got to get the ball moving around.
Yep.
But then he does something like, what a rebound, what a good push, what a shot.
It's the experience.
Yeah.
And especially at this point of his career. And when the good can balance out the bad with Russ, you're like, okay, I can live with this. When it brings down everyone or it wears on people, that is when I'm like, man, too far, few too many shots, or what you're doing defensively or not getting back, you know, like we can see you out there. Like when he doesn't run back on a play or like is just ball watching or something, I'm like, he knows we're all looking at him, right? And so anyway, those are the frustrating moments that you do see with him. I do want to say though, that controversial shot at the end, was that Jabari Smith Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
That shot that 3, ended up at the free throw line, made 2, missed 1.
That was a big miss.
That was a huge miss because the Kings got the rebound. But I don't think Russell Westbrook fouled Jabari Smith Jr. I think if anything, they wanted to be like, maybe he came into his landing space a little bit. But either way, again, it goes back to what we said the other night. As a defender in this league, what the hell are you supposed to do? And that's what bothered me even about that play.
Yeah, I mean, that rule is just tough. I mean, you have so many great shooters in this game, and that's what I get left with watching all the time is I don't know what you're supposed to do as a defensive player anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I understand protecting the shooters, the landing space, all that. And I understand what they were looking at with the high five rule initially because some guys were taking advantage of it. But sometimes you watch it and that play, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's have the game decided on that. Like, it just didn't feel like that was the type of call that should have been made. And maybe I'm just being a homer right now and not being objective. But I just think a couple of years back, the league was in a much better place where they started allowing physicality again. And the game was at a really nice place in the NBA. Players liked it. Coaches liked it. Execs liked it. Most importantly, the fans liked it.
Brought a different type of energy,
yes,
too.
It did. And I think after that season, it's just been all over the place. I mean, the officiating tonight, too, the last couple of games has been tough for Sacramento, but like Josh Tiffin tonight, like some of the calls where Doug Christie's got to use challenges where you're like,
shit,
he shouldn't need to use a challenge on that.
The Schroder getting thrown by Kevin Durant.
Dude, even when Keon Ellis fouled Shepard at the end of the first half tonight on the 3-point attempt, I was like, what is that? For Shepard put on the brakes. Keon maybe slightly grazed him, but Keon was doing everything in his power to avoid contact. And I'm like, why is that a foul that's called? Like,
it didn't alter the shot.
Yeah, if they don't call that foul, is Udoka losing his mind? Is Shepard up in arms? Like, I don't think anyone's looking at it, but it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. Technically, there was contact, and that's a frustrating thing as a basketball fan. This is a physical game. Like, you're going to see that, and I think the challenge as a fan is going, what's allowed and what's not, because certain teams are allowed to be physical and others aren't. There was a game against Minnesota OKC the other night, and you're seeing some of the calls. And yeah, Minnesota went to the free throw line a lot for sure, but yeah, they were getting fouled. And they're showing some of the replays. I'm like, yeah, Lou Dort just absolutely clobbered Randall's arm, no call. And you see a team like, and I love OKC. I love their physicality, but they get away with things that no other team gets away with sometimes.
But Doug has even talked about this from the start too. He goes, try and be that team that sets the tone, that sets the standard. This is how we're going to play. So you can't call every call like that. I've always been like that, but I always been like that. I love that style. But if you don't have the personnel to keep that going and just you have 2 people doing it, but not 5 when they're on the floor, it's not going to be called the right way. So everyone has to be on board with that same identity. And that's why OKC can get away with some of those things. I love that style.
Kings tonight shot 36 free throws. It was funny if they end up losing that game. I was like,
free throws.
They go 25 of 36 at the free throw line. Another interesting number tonight that we're all focused on, and really just every game you're focused on, is rebounding. It does feel like now that Max is getting more comfortable playing more minutes, Cardwell in the fold a little bit. Westbrook's just one of the best rebounders at his position, right? Someone like Nate Clifford, good rebounder. The Kings are doing a better job on the glass. And this has been a good little test for them the last 3 games, where you're taking on a Portland team that's long, does a great job on the glass, offensive rebounds, second chance points. And then tonight, it's the same thing with Houston, right? Near the top in second chance opportunities, offensive rebounds. Sacramento out-rebounded them tonight. They got more offensive rebounds than Houston tonight. That was encouraging to see. And now coming up next, they take on a Pistons team that's also tough, near the top in offensive rebound and second chance points. It feels like this younger group, a little more athletic out there, doing a really much better job on the glass.
How many times, I mean, you say yes on the glass, and I'm getting there too, but like how many times were we looking down at the defensive end and seeing, weren't they wearing purple tonight?
Yeah, they were. Well, no, they're beam jerseys.
Okay. Yeah. So you just see that color jersey. I was just thinking of like, you'd see all of them just shifting from left to right and the hustle just being there. Everyone just trying to be in the right position. But then when the shot went up, it felt like the jerseys that were down there or putting a body on someone or just trying to be in the right place. That focus is real. It's hard to have for 4 quarters, every single night, every single game. That is the type of focus you need to see. That is the type of focus that we've been asking to see from even some of these veteran players. And you're not in, sometimes you'll see it from 3 of the 5 that are in a unit or on the floor. But if you're not seeing it from all 5, it's just not going to work. And it felt like at times when that second unit or those younger guys were in, everyone was on the same page. And that is why it was working so well, especially when it came to rebounding.
Steven Adams did not play. That's worth mentioning too. And he is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game. His strength, he eats 2.5 steaks after games. Also, I mentioned this at the start about the nunchucks thing.
Yeah.
Well, that was a gift to Westbrook, because in Westbrook's post-game interview with the media tonight, those nunchucks that Steven Adams, we saw him have before the game, right next to Russell Westbrook when he was talking to the media.
Huh.
What a random gift. I need to know more. Why did Steven Adams gift nunchucks?
Wooden
to
nunchucks.
Yeah. What are they made out of? You keep saying wooden.
Because nunchucks aren't usually like metal or...
You know, of all the nunchucks I've had over the years, I don't know.
Are you serious? My cousin had a whole bunch of nunchucks and like those stars that you like chuck.
Yeah, those are like illegal.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think you're supposed to have those stars.
Okay, well,
they're sharp. And
they were world travelers, and so they went around to different places.
I don't think those are legal.
Well, then they didn't have them.
And it's okay.
My cousin had a ferret, too, at one point, and you're not supposed to have those. Okay.
My dad had a gun.
Okay.
That he used in an armed
what are
robbery.
nunchucks made out of? I keep saying wooden because they were giant. Like, they weren't just like your average size. Oh. Most commonly wood. Okay, metal. So I'm just so used to metal and then the chain and rope. And I felt like it had rope. And like the wood though, it was like 2 feet long. Each one. They're usually like a foot long.
Okay. I just, you pretending to be
a nunchuck expert?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
It's funny.
What?
Just me with my comments, and people in the chat make me laugh. I appreciate all the basketball sickos hanging out with us tonight. If you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow as we try to grow this thing. throughout the NBA season with a 7-22 basketball team.
Oh, hey, come on now.
Yeah. So we talked about the rebounding. What else tonight? Go
I
ahead.
know Malik Monk. I want to talk about that.
Malik Monk made a cameo appearance tonight. He ends
Cameo.
up coming into this game in the third quarter, right? Was that the third quarter it was?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a 6-point game when he checked in. Malik ends up playing just 5 minutes in this game. 4:45 mark, he came in with, it was Dennis, Neek, Keegan, and Cardwell. And then he played like the first 5 seconds of the fourth quarter. And, Doug was asked about it again. We've talked about this so many times. One, rewind. The pop he got when he checked into the game.
Oh my God.
It was so loud. It was as if he was returning
From injury?
from an injury. Like he had a major injury at the end of last year, and this was his first game back. The fans love this guy. And he has a deep relationship with this fan base.
Yeah, he does.
It was cool to see him, and they came in right away attacking, but he ends up only playing just under 5 minutes in this game. He had 2 points, 1 of 1 shooting. He went to the free throw line too, missed 2 free throws. But yeah, I mean, Keon Ellis played 9 minutes in this game tonight. So I don't know. I'm a broken record with this thing. I mean, my take is pretty simple. Keon Ellis and Malik Monk played well together last year.
Mm-hmm.
They've both been on winning teams before. This team is not good, and they're not getting time. And even Levine's out, right? So, like, again, you're playing guys a ton of minutes. Clifford's getting a lot of run here. I'm just eager to see the trade deadline shake out. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, because when this happened tonight, I was just like, oh, why the third quarter? And then I was mad at myself for even thinking that, because I was like, I don't even know what to think about this. It feels like there's so much more going on if they are going to choose to play him randomly in the third quarter. Keon Ellis, same thing, like you said, getting 9 minutes in this game, making a few mistakes or whatever it is. I get that this roster is weird. There are a lot of bodies to play, but this is a lot of bodies to play with guys out due to injury. So yeah, it's still just one of those things to me that I'm confused about. I can only imagine how some of these players feel, but I'm sure Doug is really good about communicating with them, which can help. But ultimately, these guys are competitors.
Dude,
they want to be out there on the floor playing basketball,
and
right?
especially when you're losing, you're going, I could help. I could do this. I could hit threes. I could get my teammates involved. I can move the ball. That's kind of where I look at.
I just need to hear more too, because like Doug keeps being asked about it and he's answering the questions. Like Tristy did a good job of asking him a question about like, well, did you communicate with him before that Portland game that he wasn't going to play? And he's like, yes. And she's like, how did he take it? And he, then kind of was just like, he understands and da-da-da. But I'm also just like, why are you having that conversation with him? What did he do? Like, you know what I mean? He's you talk about all the standards and everything that you want out of your players, and he can add that. So is there something behind the scenes that we're all missing that happened? We just don't know. So I guess one day we'll find out.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe not.
I just, both those guys, Keon and Monk, to me, they are players you like having on your team and can impact the game in such a positive way. Keon tonight was 0 for 3. He only played 9 minutes in this game. Schroder ends up playing 31. Neek played 27. Cardwell with 20. 29 for Russ. 40 for DeRozan. 37 for Max. 18 for Precious. And 47 for Keegan tonight.
Yeah. Still fun seeing, obviously, the younger guys get some run. Dennis Schroder get some run with those guys, playing some good basketball. Since I was in, I think both of us and this fan base has been asking for it, talking about it for so long, wanting to see some sort of shift. And the fact that we are seeing a little bit of it, I'm trying not to get greedy.
Yeah.
And I am very appreciative that we are getting to see what someone like Neek Clifford is also capable of. Even Dylan Cardwell getting out there for his 21 minutes against a good team with some real bigs.
Had to come in late because Max fouled out in overtime.
Yeah.
So he had to come out and he had to deal with Şengün. And Şengün, especially in that first half, my goodness. It was like, oh my God. His footwork, that spin move he has. Yeah, you went, oh, okay. Max looks like a bit of a rookie.
Yep.
And, it's fine. Yeah, I felt like in the second half, he adjusted to the physicality better. Like he was much more physical, especially fighting for rebounds. I'm not really worried about Max. I've seen so much growth from him already this year. And Şengün is just a stud. I mean, it's outrageous, some of the moves he has. He ends up with 28 points in this game, 12 of 17 shooting in this game. Amen Thompson, how about that dunk he had? That move he had on Clifford, the spin, and then he dunked on Max.
Nasty. Oh, yeah. And Clifford
God.
went to the ground, and then Max tries to come over to help, and it's like a little too late.
It was one of the most devastating dunks of the season. And we watched Shaedon Sharpe pretty much jump over Russ and stretch out, like stretch Armstrong, and dunk the basketball last night in Sacramento.
We've seen some nasty jams. Oh, and then you had the Jeremy Grant one on Max in Portland.
The Thunder Jam. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. No, it's wild when you see those things happen, but I love it. I mean, when I say I love it as a basketball fan.
Yeah.
And what I do love when it is against some of the younger guys, it's like, okay, remember that feeling. And if you don't ever want to let that happen again, like, what do you need to work on?
One guy we have not given enough love to tonight, DeMar DeRozan. I mentioned the play he made late, the pass, one-on-one with KD, defense collapse, kicks to the corner, Schroder buries the three. DeRozan ends up with 27 points tonight. He had 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 9 of 17 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3. He was 8 of 9 at the free throw line, but 27 points, 9 assists.
Yep.
I thought he played a great game. And I felt like DeMar has really approached things in such a positive way.
Yes.
Since Keegan Murray came back. This guy is still a great scorer in this league. He is a bucket getter. It's ridiculous some of the shots he makes, some of the shots he can create. But I think one of the things that jumped out to me about him tonight was he was making quick decisions. He was playing fast. He was getting teammates involved. And ever since Keegan got back, he has taken a step back with the shot volume.
Yeah.
He definitely gets his still.
And still will be a threat.
But this was a high night for him, and he took 17 shots.
Dude, Kevin Durant had to start guarding him at the end of this game.
Yeah.
And of course, Kevin Durant was going to be able to slow him down, take away his vision, be able to obviously stretch out his wingspan, be vertical, whatever. Even on that play that we're specifically talking about when Deebo went down the right lane into the paint and couldn't get anything, KD did a great job of trying to cut off that angle, but also be like, I'm bigger than you. You're not going to shoot this. And then DeMar gets that pass all the way to Dennis Schroder, who does a great job shuffling, relocating lower. So then he's in DeMar's vision, like that movement, that connection, those are the things that you need to see. But it's again, because DeMar is such a threat, it collapsed the defense completely, which then allowed Dennis Schroder to be open. DeMar has been such a pro. I say such a pro as of late, but I mean,
that's just who he is.
But in a different way, like you said, since even Keegan has been back on the floor and him understanding what Keegan can be as a basketball player out there.
And if you are a team that is thinking about making a trade with Sacramento, you're like, hey, what about DeMar? Dude, he could help a team. Yeah. He is a scorer. He's a certified bucket. And I know the defensive issues he has, but I definitely believe those could be masked a little bit. Hell, I think even with the group he was playing with tonight, you're like, oh, you can cover up for those weaknesses a little bit. He's not perfect, but he's a smart basketball player. He can get steals, strips, be in the right spot. There are going to be some tough matchups one-on-one for him, of course. But I don't know. I just think for the right team, he could be a massive upgrade.
Yeah. I'm with you. And so it's just something to look at as the Kings continue in this direction. And it's like, we talk about it like that with zero disrespect. It's more of praising him and what he can contribute to a contending team, a team that is looking to win or do something. This Kings team is looking to break things down if they can, right? Like it feels like they're for sure going in that direction. We haven't seen anything yet, obviously, but it feels like that's the way that they're going to go, and he could be that type of piece for another team.
Houston's an interesting team. They're 17-9 after this loss. After the game, Ime Udoka said, "We didn't really deserve to win that. I got to do a better job of getting them motivated in games against lesser opponents."
Ooh.
Yeah, the Kings went at Reed Shepherd a lot late this game. And
Yeah.
Reed has been so fun offensively at times. Just, he's explosive with his scoring. Like all of a sudden, he's dropping 30 on you. He's had some awesome moments this year. I think the Fred VanVleet injury hurt them a lot this season.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to navigate that. They look to me like a team that needs to make some sort of trade to address the point guard situation. Late in this game, some of their execution just wasn't good. And when you think about a team that's got Kevin Durant and Şengün on it, you expect the execution to be better. It just wasn't good enough.
Well, and especially when KD's bringing down the basketball and he's getting doubled and then he has to get off of it, then he's out of the play.
Yep.
But they have enough guys to still make a play, but you want KD in the play. So how do you do that? You try and obviously look for not even like a pure point guard, but just someone who can manage the floor a little bit better. Like you were saying, losing someone like Fred VanVleet was huge.
Yeah. And so I don't know. They're a team that's obviously thinking like they want to win a championship. You don't get Kevin Durant. Oh yeah, we're good. No, they want to make a deep run here. What kind of move could they make? I don't know. Could they use someone like Dennis Schroder? Would that help them? I would think so.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, well, I had to process it a little bit, but it's like, yeah, situationally, it would make sense, especially with how Schroeder plays with talent around him and everything. Can he elevate and be a floor manager while still being like a willing attacker and dishing off to someone? Yeah.
They got Tari Eason back tonight, who had some nice moments in this game. He's just so tough. Udoka was not happy with him helping off Schroeder in the corner on that drive. That was a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's still going to make his mistakes, but he's going to be a dog out there, be a hustler. The effort is incredible. Like when he's chasing down a rebound and fighting for it, like he ends up coming up with it. Like he gets those 50-50 balls and makes something out of it.
Let's get to some people in the chat. This one, we've got one person, and says, "Is it natural for Sacramento fans to still fill their whole stadium, even if their team is consistently losing? I have never seen this type of fan in the U.S." That's funny. So it wasn't sold out tonight. There are definitely some seats open, but nearly 16,000 people. It's 15,796. It holds like 18 or whatever. Yeah, I mean,
impressive.
If you're not familiar with Kings fans, they're built a little differently. They've seen some shit, and they have an appreciation for basketball. They want to see effort and good basketball. But yeah, I mean, it's an incredible fan base. I don't think there's anything like it. And I know every fan base says that. Like, no, you just don't get it. It's like, no, but Sacramento, for the amount of losing they have seen since the team moved to Sacramento to 85 with like just small glimpses, right? You think about they made the playoffs in their first year in 85, then the 95-96 season. Then they had that 8-year run from 98 to 2006. Did not make it again until 2022. That's insane. That's insane. And the fan base, although definitely frustrated right now, no shit, they can't appreciate good moments of basketball, and their energy is out of this world.
And stupid people from out of town will say things because they'll like see something like that and they'll be like, yeah, but isn't it because it's the only thing in town, the only professional sports team in town? And it's like, wait, how many professional sports teams are you seeing around the league with loud arenas that are excited about their sports team? Like, there's people not just coming to the game and being like, I'm coming because there's nothing else to do. They're coming and they're cheering. They're coming and they're bringing in energy. They're coming and making a difference at Golden One Center. And so it's like, yeah, it's wild. It's different. There's nothing like it. It is oh so appreciated and so fun to be around.
We got to get to some super chats in a second. We got to look ahead. We'll talk about some other things too after this Kings win 125-124. But got to give some sponsor love real fast to our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. If you like wine,
oh my,
where do you live?
Where do you live?
If you live in Sacramento, just go to their tasting room. No shit. You can also order their wine online, Morgan.
At CentivoVineyards.com. That's where I always get all my bottles. I've had a few times where I could go to their tasting room. It's in Sassoon Valley, which is right around Fairfield. It is stunning. And every single bottle of wine is so fantastic. Delicious. Literally some of my favorite wine I've ever had. So you should try it too. I'm a cab fan. Go for the cab. But just go to CentivoVineyards.com, especially with the holidays or someone's birthday coming around the corner.
New Year's Eve coming up.
Get them a nice local bottle of wine. And it's family owned by some amazing Kings fans.
We're also presented tonight by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo, woo. Medic Ambulance has set the standard in emergency medical services for over 45 years now. From life-saving responses to being the team behind the scenes at your favorite events, Medic is here to serve. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
Super chat time. Shout out to the J-Man who donated $10. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
They say the shift to the youth movement is such a breath of fresh air. Kings fans are amazing. The pop in the arena on that Dennis Schroder three-pointer was incredible, dude.
For
it
real.
was so loud. That was a fun moment.
That was so fun. I love those moments.
Jake donates $2. Says, I got to say hi for the first time in person. Yeah, thanks for saying what's up.
Aw, thank
Lone
you.
Wolf No Packs donates $2 with the InfoWars reference.
Oh.
That's funny. Okay.
Oh, God.
Caleb donates $5 saying, we ate at Butcher and Barrel. Met Deuce and Mo pregame. The beam is lit. Vibes immaculate. Awesome to meet you. Thank you for being so kind like the beam.
It was so awesome meeting you, and I'm so glad that you loved Butcher and Barrel. That was so fun to hear about.
Seattle Sonic donates $2 saying Kings officially on a 1-game streak.
Hey.
I don't think we consider that a streak.
Kings
Streak it-
officially ended the 5-game losing streak.
Give me a hell yeah.
There we go.
Also, a shout out to GDM415 donating $2 saying doesn't look like the tanking to me, folks. Look like they're tanking to me, folks. Go Neek. Also, Gregory, Triple J, Seattle Sonic, Keegan Murray, Watch,
Whoa.
Rayanne, and Ignacio. Thank you so much for becoming members on our YouTube page tonight.
Give me a hell yeah.
Appreciate you guys. That's awesome. Thanks for all the
guys
support, everyone.
Are awesome, seriously.
Ugh, so fun. What a vibe after a win.
Ooh.
What?
Who do you think deserves the Butcher and Barrel Player of the Game tonight? There are some incredible candidates, and I think mine is controversial.
Oh, okay.
Because let me just do a rundown. I'm going to give candidates, and you're going to
I already
tell
know
me
who I got.
the candidates tonight.
Uh-huh. Oh, drum roll, please.
Our first nominee, Keegan Murray. 26 points tonight, 9 of 14 shooting, 3 of 4 from downtown. Awesome defense. As usual, 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Love it. Love it.
DeMar DeRozan with 27 points, 9 assists, 9 of 17 shooting.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook, 21 points, 13 rebounds. Who cares about efficiency when you knock down 5 of 12 from 3? That's efficient from downtown and a big one late.
Hey.
Or Dennis Schroder, pushing for a triple-double tonight. He had 24 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, 7 of 13 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3, got to the line, 7 of 8 at the free throw line. I'd love to know yours.
Dennis Schroder.
Dennis Schroder.
Yeah, that's mine.
Make your pitch.
Oh,
You son of a...
hi, Sharks. I believe that Dennis Schroder.
Hold on.
Oh, I thought that was the
Our next
opponent.
pitcher, or what do they call this? Our next shark. No, you're not a shark.
No.
I'm the shark.
Yeah. Our next.
We meet Morgan Reagan from Sacramento, a basketball obsessed person. She also is obsessed with Real Housewives.
Oh,
More specifically, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Today,
Salt Lake
she
City.
joins us to pitch us on Dennis Schroder as the Butcher and Barrel Player of the Game.
Hi, Sharks. Also, need to stop you there and correct you. Salt Lake City is better than Beverly Hills. So is Potomac. So is Miami.
Jen
All right.
Shaw, no longer locked up. Huh?
Yeah, she will not be back. She sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, stealing from old people,
Okay,
not
sure,
cool.
okay.
You'll never be a real
All right.
housewife again. All right, Sharks. So the reason why I think Dennis Schroder should be our Butcher and Barrel Player of the Game tonight, that 3 that he made from DeMar DeRozan's pass was something that was just so needed in this Kings world. Not only did it lead us to this wonderful victory, but he executed so many things throughout the night. He brought a different type of energy on both ends of the floor. Did such a great job with that second unit. I am not selling it well, but don't mind me.
No, yeah, I think you sold it well.
Oh, really?
I'm just feeling kind of bad for my selection because I'm out.
Oh, wait, what?
Well, I already made the graphic, so it's too late.
Oh, no.
I would. Maybe it's because I
am
his biggest fan.
Oh. You can't go wrong.
I made Keegan Murray the butcher and barrel player of the game. 26 points, 9 of 14 shooting. He did it in 47 minutes, 5 of 6 at the free throw line, or excuse me, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. And defending Kevin Durant tonight, he played a game high 47 minutes back to back. Played 40 minutes last night. I thought it was fantastic. The butcher and barrel player of the game. Deuce's butcher and barrel player of the game.
And I'm fine with him being the butcher and barrel player of the game. And as some of our other listeners do, go to butcher and barrel before the games. Like, it was so cool. They were wearing sweatpants too, like a sweatshirt, jeans, whatever. And I was like, isn't it great that you can eat like this amazing dinner and be comfortable and wear this? And they're like, yeah, we looked around at first to make sure we could. And it's so true. Elevated dining, but you get to feel comfortable. It's such an amazing place. Kevin has done such a fantastic job. Make sure to head there on game days too. They have a game day special before Kings games, $38 for a Wagyu burger, a shot, and a beer, or just go there, bring your family there for the holidays. It's spectacular. And it's right across the street from Golden One Center.
Keegan Murray checking Kevin Durant, making life as difficult as possible. Durant, 8 of 21 tonight, 3 of 9 from downtown. He had 24 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists still. Obviously, a great game. He played 47 minutes as well.
Yeah.
But it was a battle. And I thought Kevin, had to work a lot.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I didn't love late. I know we hit on a bit early, but I didn't love them sending so many double teams at him right when he crossed the midcourt line. He's too good of a player. And you mentioned how he'd taken him out of the play a little bit. But in that overtime session, I felt like Houston got some great looks just from that double team alone.
KD to Şengün, then the lob to Jabbar. Yeah.
The lob. Yeah. I mean, they got lobs. Yeah. I mean, it was too easy. I'm like, just play this straight up. And maybe the problem is you had Russ out there and you had DeMar, but I don't know. I just play it straight up.
I got to that point at the end of the game because it was just like, yeah, they can break this easily.
The thing someone mentioned this on social media, might have been Jim on Blue Sky, I think.
Jim.
Yeah, he
kills
me sometimes, but he makes great points too.
I've never met anyone mean on Blue Sky.
Well,
Love it.
he said I called out Max at halftime, and I got really funny. I didn't call out Max. I just said he's got to do his work earlier. I love Max, but I didn't call him out.
No, that's just analyzing what you want to see adjusted in his game.
I know. If I'm critical over anyone he likes, it's just like, oh my God.
That's cute.
But I think one of the things he had mentioned was, having the big, and maybe it wasn't him, maybe it's someone else, but I saw it last game too, where they blitz, and it's like Dylan Cardwell's blitzing, and who's the back line?
Yeah,
you have no size down there, and it was the same thing like Max a couple of times where it's like, man, look, I understand like the hard hedge and pick and roll situations, and the Kings did a good job of recovering it with that last night. But when you're so aggressive with the blitz, especially when it's a big and you don't have like the size on the back line, you put yourself in a really compromised position.
And I think too, sometimes with the confidence in seeing Cardwell and Max be able to move along the perimeter and with the hard hedge or be in help and not drop too far back, you feel good about it, right? You're confident, it's there. But you're so right, that second line of defense, the presence around the rim is just not there anymore. And anyone feels confident with the help that has to come over because the help is much smaller for the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah. I don't even know where I was going after that.
You were just talking about Jim being upset with you.
Yeah. You know who
Kevin Durant. Oh, and the blitzes. That's what you were
the blitzes. Okay. I'd love for the Kings to get Tyrese, and
I know you would. You were talking about that all game long in my ear, and I was like, okay, cool. Me too, Deuce. Me too. Like, what do you want me to say? Of course.
What do you think the moment of the game is presented by J Street Dental? The J Street Dental moment of the game.
DeMar drive dish to Schroder for the 3.
Yeah, the Schroder. Okay.
It is like it could be Russ's 3 in was that in regulation?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, again,
Russ ties it at 112.
yes, you guys, we're talking about 3-pointers being made that are actually our J Street Dental moments of the game.
And
like
the
that's
Kings,
crazy.
The Kings launched 32 threes tonight. Settle down.
Oh, 12 of those though. What 12 of those are Russ.
Yeah. Okay, we didn't have to mention that.
Okay.
part.
Well, just letting you know.
Hey, shout out to Russ. Knocked him down though. 5 of 12, man.
J Street Dental, enriching lives and enhancing smiles.
You know what's exciting about tonight?
Yeah.
I'm putting a moment in our J Street Dental moment jar.
And you don't have to take one out.
I don't have to take one out. We only take it out for losses.
Head to jstreetdentalgroup.com and you can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental. The new year's here. Do you want a smile like Deuce and Mo?
Hold on.
Wait. We need to make a little twinkle thing.
Yeah, but yours is real.
What? So, I mean, like, you had a screwed up life. I didn't. Like, come on, kid.
No, shout out to them. I got Invisalign on my bottom.
Yeah.
With them. They got that straightened out. My gums.
Yeah.
Take it. Yeah. We
No,
appreciate
they're
them.
amazing.
Local. They're the
Amazing.
best.
You had a screwed up life.
Tanner in the chat says, excited to see what Max and Domas look like together. Max always seems to be in the right position for shovel passes under the rim, which is one of Sabonis' strong suits. Could be something special. Yeah, I mean, so when are we seeing Sabonis? You know, it's going to be a while. So
such a
we'll
such a weird time with all that. And that's why, like, even with Zach and when he will be reevaluated, everything, I'm just letting everything, I'm just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, I think the super chat we got a few minutes ago is where I stand. It's been refreshing that we've seen a shift where the young guys are legitimately playing more minutes and not the talk of like, no, we want to play more. And then they play 10 minutes. You're legitimately seeing it. And it's like, it's not, you know, some of it is because of injury for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But someone like Neek is getting legit opportunity now. Like even seeing Dylan Cardwell, he had a couple of blocks tonight. I know last night he had the 5 blocks, but tonight a couple of blocks, plays with great energy. They're much more switchable. It's just fun to see these young guys out there and kind of play the right way. And you can kind of stomach the losses lately because they're playing a style that's fun. The game's been closer too.
If they lost tonight, if KD hit that mid-range jumper at the end of the game or in overtime.
Also, real fast on that.
Yeah.
KD got the look of a lifetime because
I know.
he had Keegan on him and he was able to get Schroeder switch, got to his spot in the mid-range. I thought, oh, he's going to make it for sure.
My point to that, though, him missing, like if he had made that and the Kings lost, I feel like I'm still, obviously there's no fog. We're picking a moment out of the moment jar. Like, yeah, things shift, right? In a loss. That's what happens. But I'm still feeling this way when it comes to talking about some of these younger guys and all the other things. I have so many people that come up to me and go, how do you sugarcoat things? And I'm like, I don't need to.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about basketball. Like there's so many things to break down and analyze, even with a 7-win team. And sometimes it's with the team that they're playing that's more fun to talk about. Sure. But like, it's been fun seeing these young guys get some run and seeing what they're about.
Todd, the Rockets fan, donating $5.
Give me a hell yeah.
Satara Easton is Dennis Rodman that can shoot threes. If he stayed healthy, he would be starting for the Rockets. Okay. I love Tari Easton. We do have to tap the brakes. Like Dennis Rodman, one of the most gifted rebounders that the league has ever seen. Like I feel like some people like don't realize what he did because you have to like remind yourself because he was, you know, such a chaotic player, right? But
people would remember him for other things rather than
Morgan, multiple time defensive player of the year. There was a stretch starting in 91-92 with Detroit at 30 years old. He averaged 18.7 rebounds per game. 18.7 rebounds a game. The next year, 18.3, 17.3, 16.8, 14.9, 16. He did that 35 years old, 15 rebounds a game in like his real final like season. After that, went to the Lakers for a little bit, the weird Dallas stretch. But
Wow.
that guy was just outrageous. But to Todd's point,
Yeah.
Tari Eason has that edge. And there was that, I think, sequence where it felt like maybe Houston was trying to retake control, might have been in the fourth quarter, where Eason was just flying
Everywhere.
around, creating chaos. It's like, oh, the Kings got the ball. No, they don't. He just knocked it away. He's getting second chance opportunities.
And making a play out of it.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're fun. The Terror Twins with, that's not what they call them, right?
The Terror Twins.
Him and Thompson.
I know. I
Thompson.
think that's what it is, but I forget now. I just know it starts with a T.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Oh.
I think, no, wait, am I?
Is it
Help
not?
me out, chat. What was the
You
nickname?
look it up,
I'm
just
tired. It's back to back here. Eason and Ahmed Thompson.
I know you said it so much at the beginning of the year.
The Terror Twins.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
job.
I'm right. Thank you.
Good job. I'm right.
Yeah, I needed that.
I needed confirmation.
Yeah. Next up for the Sacramento Kings.
Oh God, another Thompson twin.
Yeah, Asar Thompson comes to town.
Here we go.
The Detroit Pistons
Oof.
with the second best record in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
First in the East. They're 22-6. They're going to be on the second night of a back-to-back playing in Portland.
Oh, love that for us.
All right. Very similar to some of the teams that they've seen recently, just great rebounding team. But their second defensive rating, third in offensive rebounding, second in rebounding, third in second chance points. Cade Cunningham has been outstanding. Jalen Duren has taken a jump offensively, averaging 18 points a game. They're tough. They've got an edge. They're physical. It's a good team. And to be honest, when I think about the Pistons, it hurts my heart. Because over the last couple of years, they have done some things to Sacramento that hurt, but none worse than almost a year ago. I believe it was December 26th last year.
Okay, don't act like you don't know.
I can't remember. It must have been the 26th.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be right. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I thought Mike Brown got fired December 27th. The Kings were up in that game against a good Pistons team. They're up 3. And De'Aaron Fox fouls Jaden Ivey on a 3-pointer that goes in, and the Pistons win it. And it was like, what are you doing? What the hell just happened? De'Aaron, why did you do that? It was so bad. And then Mike Brown lost his job the next day.
Yeah.
And then since then, woo, yeesh, yikes.
Oh, woof.
Yeah. So
So here we go. Pistons back in town.
Pistons back in town.
Yeah.
A good test for the Kings. So they get a day off, 3 games in 4 nights, a final game before Christmas. And then the Kings are off the 24th, 25th, 26th, returning on the 27th for a home game against Dallas. But
Fun.
yet, I'm eager to see Detroit. And I am, it's been a little more exciting the last few games. I don't know if you agree with this. Just knowing that the young guys are playing more because it's like we get to see something different and new. And it doesn't mean it's going to be smooth sailing. There are going to be frustrating moments just like tonight. Like when Şengün was getting easy looks at the rim because he was making tremendous moves on Max. It was like, oh, man, okay. But, you want to just see growth and you want to see these players learn from it. And for the most part, their young guys have. I'm excited to see them take on a real test with the Pistons coming to town.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm excited for that reason. Because I wanted to see them excel playing against a team like Portland, where it was like, oh, they have good pieces, they're a big team. Like there's things Portland can do.
I mean, they should have beat them in Portland. And the last game, it was more of an offensive thing. I think that's where I'm a little more like optimistic at just seeing some better defensive moments and it's with young guys on the floor.
I'm just afraid that this Kings team, I feel like what we already know is that they're just not good enough to play up to their opponent, to who they're playing. I mean, again, they taking on the Houston Rockets tonight. They did a tremendous job just being.
Sorry, I did not mean to do that.
Being focused and being focused almost every possession. You know, like even if it was Russell Westbrook that was messing something up or whatever was going down, they always were able to adjust and turn around. What?
Oops, that's not the one I wanted to hit.
What are you doing? Like,
that's what I want to do real fast. A quick game for Morgan
Jesus
called
Christ.
Name the Kings Wins.
Oh, so 7 of them.
7 wins this season. Can you name all of them?
You guys, and as you know, I'm bad at trivia. I'm bad at remembering things, but I think I can. So let's try it. Houston Rockets.
I think you got that one right. Yeah.
And this isn't going to be in order. Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors at home. I remember that one.
No staff in that game, or Draymond,
Who
or
cares?
anybody, or Jimmy.
I didn't even remember that already. So that's 4. Minnesota.
Minnesota in overtime in Sacramento.
5. Denver.
Didn't you already say
No,
that? No,
I didn't say
Denver,
it.
and there's one more. Early, I think.
Is it Phoenix?
No, that was the first game of the season. They lost that game. They were up in that game in Phoenix and lost.
I can't.
Do you remember the home opener?
Oh, Jazz.
The Jazz! Morgan Reagan named them all.
No, I didn't. I named 6. I somehow didn't remember the Jazz.
You just named it.
You just gave me a hint.
You still remember who they played in the home opener.
Like,
That's
that
good
was
for
like,
you.
That was like you giving me like the ball in a wide open shot and being like, nobody guard her. Okay. Shoot it.
Okay.
But thanks.
The reason I brought that up is because their wins this year are kind of crazy.
They're weird.
On the road in Denver. Denver, sneaky bad home team this year.
Yeah.
At against Minnesota in Sacramento in overtime. Going back to the Milwaukee game, that was against Giannis.
Crazy.
After they were coming off a loss to the Warriors without Giannis.
Oh, yeah.
And then Miami, even though they, a little different, but still it's Miami. They've been a better team than you this year. Utah, Golden State, whatever. But just funny that 5 of their wins are like, oh, those are pretty quality wins, huh? Gotta love the league.
Something I didn't want to forget too. In the beginning of the show, when we had the listener, I forget his name right now, but him and his wife listening and trying to push out a baby and everything. And people were starting to call you when you said you're an amateur OBGYN and you knew how to like deliver a baby. Doula and Mo. I thought that was so funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
Anyway, wanted to mention that the whole show, and then I got there at the end.
I can't even imagine that job. How stressful that job would be. One.
To like deliver a baby.
The pressure.
I mean, there's poop and blood and pee.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking about the mess. I mean, the mess. Yeah. I mean, do they?
And then a cord, you have to cut it.
Actually, I talked about this today.
What?
With Matt George and Frankie Cardicelli.
Oh, shit. Who just had.
Yeah.
Frankie.
Because I went up to Frankie and I said, hey, everything good?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, what do you mean? I'm like, your kid just looks really like big. It's like, he's enjoying a lot of milk or what? Like, it's a big kid. Like, let's settle it down.
No, that's really healthy. That's awesome.
I know. I was a fat baby. I was plump.
Which is shocking that you were healthy.
And now you look at me and I'm like, oh my God, he's chiseled and like sexy and all that.
No one said that.
But they both talked about cutting the cord. I was like, okay, stop. Because like Frankie's like, yeah, it's kind of like cutting into a steak. I'm like, stop, you silly. Meanwhile, but I understand the beauty, blah, blah, blah. Because here's the reality. Carlin, my dog, who is my son, when he had his surgery and lost his back legs, Daddy Deuce was out there pressing that bladder, getting piss all over my hands, helping him pee. So you do anything.
Nothing.
No, it's love. The point is it's love.
I see. Okay.
It's
not cutting a cord though, kid.
My mom used to always say, because we're getting deep tonight.
Oh, what? Oh, and someone just said Morgan wants to have a baby. Dear God, no, I will not be having kids. So no.
Ball is life. So I was very attached to my mom as a child.
Yeah.
And she'd always talk about, we got to cut the cord.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was a mama's boy. Oh, my dad wasn't around. What other choice did I have?
I think but isn't that sweet that you were a mama's boy?
Yeah, you would think, but she always talked about cutting the cord. Like, go away, kid.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
So
I know.
fucking dark.
You know where she is now?
She's rest in peace.
She is dead, and she's looking up at us today.
Oh my God.
It's a joke.
It's only been like 4 months.
I'm fine, okay? I'm going to therapy for a while, all right? I'm good.
You're insane. You are clinically insane.
No, you laugh so you don't cry.
Oh.
And no, in all honesty, I'm great.
Well, you cut the cord, I guess.
I did. I cut that cord years ago.
And it made everything so much healthier for the both of you. So good job.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Too funny.
Final thoughts, Morgan Reagan.
Oh, you guys. Glad we got to see a beam after a home win. I know for some people who are like, oh, don't win too many. Totally get it. The Kings, don't worry. They'll still be losing games. You don't have to worry. It's good for everyone to win a couple here and there, and especially in the right way.
To that point, it is funny because you definitely have people, and don't get it wrong, we're all kind of thinking it. Even if you don't say, you kind of think you're looking at like, well, God, you want to put yourself in a good position to get a top pick. Yes, the Kings need to get a good pick in this draft. Top 5 pick would be fantastic. But also, you're not going to lose the rest of the games. It's just not going to happen.
Nope.
You're going to have games like this where the other team may be overlooking you, second half of back-to-back, and you play well and you beat them. You know, you're seeing the Nets win games. You're seeing the Wizards win games. The Pelicans are winning games. It's just going to happen. When it does happen, it's okay. And you want it to be some of the young, you know, it'd feel different if it was like, God, there's now 7-22, and it's literally all the vets. We haven't seen the rookies, and they're just trying to win.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what the Clippers are kind of trying to do, trying to navigate this thing. But, you know, again, I'm not going to get greedy. Big picture, there's probably going to be trades that happen. It's going to shift things, and they're probably not going to be a very good team, but we hope they're competitive. You see growth from the young guys, and buckle up for the future.
Buckle up. Let's have some fun, though.
My final thought.
One more game before the holiday.
Yeah, I'm really soaking in the next few days. I'm getting a little like, oh man, Christmas is almost over.
No. Glass half full, not half empty. It's not almost done. It's not almost gone.
Oh, it is.
No.
And to be fair, I've really soaked it up this year. November 1st, I was locked in. Halloween, you know, you bring the candy inside. I'm like, go away, kids. It's over. Next day, I'm thinking about Christmas. I'm like, you know, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. You know.
Yep, we got it.
Yeah. Christmas songs are great. Movies are great. I just don't want it to end.
No, that's the beautiful thing about
I know.
the holidays.
I know.
Is that
I love it though.
they come back around and they're just as like it's such a great thing to look forward to.
How about the Home Alone sketch on SNL last night, dude? I watched that shit this morning. It was so dark and amazing.
A lot of blood. A lot of people died.
Yeah. Yeah, we will have an episode December 23rd.
Yeah.
The final episode before Christmas. We go live after every single game, so we'll be live that night. And we'll have fun like we always do, but you know how I am around the holidays.
We know.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right. One last thing I want to mention, because someone at the game tonight, here's my real final thought.
Oh, and I have a final thought too.
Oh, yeah, giving me shit, and you got one, huh?
Just really quick, congratulations to Christina and Nick, who literally got married and came to the game with a party of 40. And it was just so cool. They got married, came to a Kings game. They're big Kings fans, and it was just the coolest thing ever. And
all I could say to Morgan is like, man, they had to pick the Rockets. And she was talking about, you got to believe we're Kings fans. You have to be hopeful, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? She saw a beam. They saw a beam on their wedding day tonight.
Oh, the spirit of love,
That's
baby.
Cool.
So yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some person came up to me tonight, and I'm blanking on his name, but he was with his son. They were from LA. They took a train from Los Angeles to be at the game.
Dope.
And I believe he said he was at the game the night before too. But they took a train from LA, a long train. It's like a 14-hour train ride.
Yep.
And it was their first time ever going to that arena, and they were just blown away. And I was like, well, I hope you see the beam. Like, I thought we were going to see it last night. And all I could think is like, they're not going to. They're not seeing the beam tonight. Houston's in town. And he asked me, he goes, who sings your theme song? He goes, this one? Yeah. So, a couple of things. That is Morgan's sister's husband, Dylan. And he sent that to us as a joke in a video. Just not, that wasn't meant to. He did a whole bunch of different themes.
He's very
improv,
theatrical,
And I was like, I'm going to use that as the theme. In addition to this, I do want to mention this. At the end of this, every episode, we play this song. No, not that song.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and
Right?
Mo.
Yeah.
That is, those voices you hear are Davion Mitchell's nieces.
Yeah.
We still play. Anyway, just a little trivia time because I told him that and he thought that was so cool.
Yeah. No, it's very special.
Off a stupid song that was sent to us over video. It's been catchy. And then you have Davion Mitchell's nieces sing it at the end.
It's my favorite theme song in the world.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dylan.
We love you guys, but we got to go.
You all have a wonderful rest of your night. See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.